Welcome to offroadingutv.com. If you've been driving for a while, you know that feeling when your car just doesn't feel quite right. Whether it's bouncing too much or the steering feels off, there's a good chance your shocks and struts could be the culprit. But how do you know when it's time for some shock therapy for your vehicle? Ready to dive in? Let's go. Shocks and struts are more than just parts of your car's suspension. They're the reason you don't feel every bump and dip in the road. These components are designed to absorb the energy from rough terrain and make your ride smoother. But over time, they wear out. And when that happens, you'll start to notice some pretty clear signs. But first, let's quickly talk about what these shocks and struts actually do. Let's jump right into it. Shock absorbers are made to control the movement of your vehicle. They consist of a piston inside a tube of oil, and that piston is constantly moving. As it moves, it forces the oil through valves, converting all that energy into heat. So when you're bouncing around on rough roads, the shock absorber's working overtime to make sure you don't feel all those bumps. There are several different designs of shock absorbers, but the four most popular ones are Twin Tube 2, Monotube 3, Gas-filled monotube 4, external reservoir. If you've been feeling like your vehicle just doesn't handle the way it used to, it might be time for a shock and strut checkup. Here are a few key signs to watch for. 1. The front end of your car dips. If your car dips down when you brake suddenly or sways when making a turn, it's a clear sign that your shocks need some attention. This is one of the most common symptoms that tells you it's time to rebuild or replace your shocks. 2. Odd tire wear. Take a close look at your tires. If you notice uneven or abnormal wear, it could mean that your shocks and struts aren't doing their job properly. In that case, it's essential to get them checked out and replaced as needed. 3. Steering issues. If your vehicle is harder to control or you're feeling any kind of instability while steering, it's definitely time to take a closer look at your shocks and struts. Bad shocks can affect steering and handling, which can be dangerous. We've only scratched the surface, and there's a lot more to learn about shock absorbers and how to maintain them. For more details on shock therapy and how to check if your shocks need a rebuild, check out the full post in the link in the description below. By the way, don't forget to drop a comment below. Hit that like button and subscribe for more UTV reviews, tips, and all things off-road. Until next time, let's keep exploring with offroadingutv.com.